We've had some pretty interesting weather here in Fernie this year already in 2024, with -40 at the beginning of January and +10 towards the end. Is the Fernie real estate market going to follow the same pattern? Will the January market be the sign of things to come in 2024? Stay with me to find out. Phil Gadd with First Tracks Real Estate Group with January's market report. Despite the weather, the Fernie real estate market is telling its own unique story. So let's get into the first market summary of 2024, a look back at the Fernie real estate market for January 2024. We had 8 new listings, that's 33% down on last January, 4 sold, 3 more than last month, that's still down 60%, so still pretty quiet at the moment. The average list price was up 8% on this time last January to $733,225. And the average sale price across the 4 sales in January was $689,250, and that was up 6%. Sale to list ratios down 1% to 93%, and for 174 days on market, that's up 129%. Month supply of inventory, that's the number we look closely at here at First Tracks Real Estate Group. It's actually at 4.28, so that's up 25% on last year. So that would suggest that we're still in a buyer's market. But as you can see from the other information that we've got from January, things are still pretty quiet and moving pretty slowly. So the active inventory is at 46, so that's down 4% on this time last year. Just to put that all in perspective, so if we look back over the last 10 years, the average selling price in Fernie in 2014 all the way down at $375,000, and as of the first month of 2024, 10 years later, we're at $689,250. So there's some perspective there on the average selling price here in Fernie. If we look back over the last 4 years, we've seen growth. So back in 2021, the average sale price was $547,000. That increased 13% in 2022 and another 14% from 2022 to 2023. So currently, we're actually seeing a small drop in the average sale price by 6%. To $689,250. So we shall see how this year progresses with the imminent announcement of interest rates. We should watch that very closely, because if the federal government do decide to bring down interest rates, then I think that will have a pretty significant effect on the housing market, in the way of small buyers potentially will come to the market and inventory will start moving quicker. So we'll just keep an eye on that. The federal government has held the rate currently, but in the coming months we'll keep a close eye on that. As always, Phil Gadd with First Tracks Real Estate Group, and my direct number is 778-745-0347. Happy to help with any inquiries that you've got about the Fernie market. These market reports are focused very much on the Fernie market, and we don't take into account surrounding areas. But if you do want a market report for a specific area, for example, Sparwood, the Ski Hill, Lake Koocanusa, Jaffrey, Elko, we can definitely help with all of those. So if you did want a market report, specific market report for one of those areas, please do get in contact and we can help with that.